idea for a character idea. You can't FaceTime me. Look out, No, I really don't hope that a female takes you to her hotel room, drugs the shit out of you, and then the fuck out of you, and you wake up with a broken ass cock. It's, instead of cum coming out the next time you jerk off, it's fucking blood. Answer me, you wankers, or I'm gonna kill your family.
Swinging to the beat of music soft and sweet, I met a dusky maiden one day with her naughty glass.
Welcome to a Common Crisis podcast. We have two hosts, me and Zach, and we have a guest. Introduce yourself, guest.
Hi, I'm Lord Vermire.
Now, Lord Vermire, what do you do? What's your feats?
What's my feats?
Yeah, what do you do?
Well, I can tell you for sure that, my feet are always clean because I make sure I wash them every day.
That's good. That's good to know. What do you wash your feet with?
I wash my feet with Walther's soap.
Fancy.
That's
It's
disgusting.
ginger smell. Unfortunately, I can't smell, so...
Is it Irish? Because ginger? Wait, hold on. How does ginger smell like?
Have you ever had ginger ale? Or, ate ginger?
Yeah, ginger is like a thing. You ever heard of like ginger root?
As a
Like
smell?
No,
Yeah.
ginger
I had
root's
no
an
idea.
actual, what's the word? It's a root of, the ginger
no,
plant.
that's yeah, like just asking.
What?
That's what's used to make ginger ale. It's supposed to be
Never heard of that.
it's like a bitter spiciness. It's like what's the word? Like bitter horseradish, but good.
I have never even tried ginger ale.
Well,
I need
sounds
to
like as
know
if
that
you have
it's
something to
just
spend your money
whack.
on now.
Okay, well, I'm also in California where ginger ale doesn't really exist down here.
What do you
Does it
mean it
not
doesn't
exist in
They have
California?
4-packs everywhere.
It's more like Sprite down here. What are you talking?
Bruh, literally you have it's California. That's the place where you should literally have everything.
Yeah, you.
In fact, you should. That's probably the place where you have it more than anywhere.
Okay, but like... Fuck.
Yeah.
Ginger ale
Uh-huh.
has a smell. That's crazy. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm still thinking.
Is he
about that.
looking up ginger right now? Is
Yeah,
that
I
what's
am.
up?
Hold on.
Of course.
I think I have some in my house. Hold on, let me go get some.
He's had ginger ale all along. We just finally opened up his eyes to his existence.
He's just never seen it. Like he's probably drank a ginger ale before. He's just never noticed it.
Well, what do you know? Right here. Wow. Look at this. I found it. It's amazing. This is incredible. Wow.
gosh.
It tastes like better Sprite or Zero Mist.
No, okay. I don't have any, but
Bruh.
I have Sprite.
Gross.
Sprite is not
inferior
the same.
ginger ale.
No, hold on. I thought it was just like Sprite soda. Like a different brand of Sprite soda.
So you've had ginger ale before?
I don't think so.
You could have though, and
What?
thought it was Sprite.
Because they look the exact same.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
look
okay.
the same and taste kind of similar, but it's not the same.
No, now you got me wondering. Hold on. No, man. Never mind. That was a.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Right.
No, because like the best soda is Coke.
The best soda is not Coke. The best soda is anything but Coke or Pepsi related.
Okay, what's
Anything
your
in
favorite
those
soda?
two brands are absolute bottom tier. Everything else is way better.
Okay, then Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper
Dr.
is
Pepper's
good.
still from Pepsi or Coke.
What?
Like,
Okay,
they're
then how
from
about...
that product line.
So is pretty
Fuck, it
much
doesn't
every single
matter.
fucking soda. What?
Yeah, they own it, man. They literally own the whole entire
Okay,
business. Okay,
let,
how
me,
about...
let me narrow it down for you. Stretchers.
the fuck is that?
Joke's on you.
That's a
it's
thing?
a Wisconsin local company.
How the
That's
fuck
why.
do we know that?
Well, you know it now.
You know what?
Maybe I'll go to
sometimes I'm
Wisconsin
really-
just to have stretchers.
Well, you're only
You
like 2 hours
should.
away from Wisconsin.
You might,
What is
yeah,
not-
actually, you'll be able to find it like the areas around here. Just you know, like more and more out you go, you won't. You can order online too, I think, probably.
What does it taste like? Does it taste like Coke or Pepsi?
Yeah.
So it doesn't taste anything like Coke or Pepsi. It's the most unique soda you'll ever have because you have like what's the word? You have like orange flavor. You have what's the word? Orange Dream, which is basically like the sweetest orange flavor you'll ever have. Their root beer is the best root beer you'll ever have.
Root
They
beer.
also have like Dr. Stretcher, which is basically just better Dr. Pepper and tart.
Yeah.
It's actually really good if you mix like alcohol with it. Makes it super. I mean, depends on what. You
Well,
mix
pretty
it
much
with.
any
Sometimes you
soda
mix it, like,
mixed
Omega
with
tart.
alcohol.
Don't mix it.
can
Don't mix
taste
it with
good.
vodka because vodka just makes it taste like hand sanitizer even more.
And vodka makes anything taste like hand sanitizer.
No, it doesn't. What?
Yeah, no, I don't know,
Vodka
dog.
tastes so good.
Vodka.
I did not like
taste
vodka when I had it. I like rum more than vodka, dog.
Rum is
Okay, I
way
like
better than
vodka more
vodka.
than-
Vodka is just pure hand sanitizer unless you get like the ones that
Yeah.
add flavor to it. Like normal.
Even the
vodka is, like,
flavored. Like, I had a flavored one.
There
and it
was.
still
I had
tasted
cake
like hand
vodka.
sanitizer.
Cake vodka was pretty good.
It's gotta be a strong flavor.
What?
Yes, there is cake
thing?
vodka. It exists. It comes. I don't know. It was like some kind of cake. It was like it came in like a blue bottle. It had like a little nice cake thing in front of it. It was actually like the sweetest like alcohol you'll ever have, and you would drink it like a dessert. Literally, it tasted like cake,
I really want that now. Actually,
and
I'm
not the
so-
shitty Walmart cake. Like the actual like baker's like fresh cake where they make it.
Okay, but like Malibu though. Malibu. No, vodka more than rum. Sorry, I can't. I have to. Vodka is way better than rum.
No.
You have terrible taste.
I'm sorry. It's just true. I don't know how.
It's
I don't know
just
what to tell
true. You having terrible taste. All right. Well, anyway,
Yeah.
fair.
you. No, you know what?
It's just true that he has terrible taste.
No, okay, fuck you guys. You know what? Alright. Okay, Vermire, how did you experience? How do you become the way you are now? Because before,
How'd you get into
we
streaming?
Yeah, how'd you get into streaming?
How did I get into stream? Well, I've been on and off streaming for 5 years, and it was a pain in the ass because I would do it. What's the word for like a month to 3, and then I would get absolutely nobody. Maybe like 2 people that came around for like 30 minutes to an hour, but they would never stick around. Impossible
I remember
to
some of
fill
that.
out. And then I got an opportunity to become a VTuber, but I didn't really understand like the whole premise at the time. And then 3 months after becoming one, where I streamed every day, I got myself affiliate, and I finally actually started to make revenue from all my effort.
What's your revenue look like right now?
For what's the word? 100 for 1 month, 200 for another, 100, and then for this month I didn't get enough like people subscribing or donating, so not anything for this one.
Oh, okay. Well, I remember that we would push you to like our old friend group would push you to try and stream where you get no viewers, and I don't know who said. I think Delaylock said it. He was like, "You're never gonna get any money from streaming."
Yeah, everybody said that because everyone was like, you're not good at video games. No one likes your style. You're just fucking dumb." It's just like, well,
You are
look
good
me
at
now,
video
bitch.
games, though.
Look at me now,
You're good at video
bitch.
games.
You're really good.
I'm average
No,
at video
you're-
games.
You're
Bruh,
pretty good.
what do you
then.
mean? I'm hard stuck in gold in like every game.
Dude, we
I
had to
just-
talk about For Honor.
Oh
yeah.
What do you mean? What about For
30
Honor?
levels on For Honor.
I mean, I do
You're
okay
rep
for
on.
Honor. It just depends on what's going on at the time.
I don't know, man. You're something else. What, you rep 400 now?
I mean, I'm like rep 370. That's just because I played a game a
Yeah,
lot and I
that's-
enjoyed it. Doesn't mean I'm good. You can still be a high level and still like be pretty like mediocre.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, typically when you're a high level, you are
Well,
You're pretty
I mean,
good.
I mean,
I'm
that just means you like know more about the game more than anything, and you understand the mechanics more than anything. But that doesn't still mean that you're good.
Yeah, that's
Still
right,
hard
that's
to
true.
parry light attacks. Light parries are impossible.
I'm a god at that. That's all I do. Yeah, but like,
I
okay.
suck at For Honor completely.
So you're a VTuber now, right?
Yes, I'm a VTuber.
So you, to my knowledge, I genuinely don't know that much about VTubing, so it's kind of like a
So
good
what it
experience
is
for me.
basically just like any other streamer, except now I have an avatar, kind of like posing as me to do like my facial expressions and whatnot. So it's like having a face cam, but not having like the ugly, your ugly mug in background as a face cam. So basically like I just have a webcam and then I have a software that records me with that webcam and whatnot, transfers it to the PC to then show it off as my model doing stuff. And I
Do you ever
marketed it
plan?
off as a vampire cat.
I know at one point you did mention that you wanted to get like a a motion suit.
Oh, like 3D. I mean, that's like $1,000. I don't know about
really?
that.
Maybe when you're
It's
bigger.
possible though.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
one day, but for the most, you don't really need that. I mean, you could get a thing called this. You could get this thing called Leap Motion, which just tracks hand motions, and you can do like more stuff with your hands instead of having to bind things to your keyboard to do certain actions or whatnot. Like, what's the word?
much
Like, it
is
tracks
that?
everything, but hand movements. So if I were like, what's the word? If I wanted to like do a wave, I could use that for Leap Motion. And then instead of having to press a button where it'd be like, oh, I did a wave for like 3 seconds with my model, it would, I would actually just put my hand in front of the camera and start waving. It would work like that. With Leap
Do you
Motion.
want to have that?
I wouldn't mind having it, but it's not necessary. It's not really necessary, and I don't think I would use it all too much. I just use it every now and then.
So I know from the last time we talked to you, you were let's say you weren't as big, like as you are now. I know that right now you have a pretty good following. I know that the old friend group was talking down on you, but I was actually looking through your following, and you have concurrent viewers, like people who actually come and watch your shit like every day.
Yes.
And how many people do you think that is usually?
Well, on average, when I go to raid someone at the end of my streams, it's usually somewhere from like it's at lowest, it's like usually from 6 people. Sometimes at highest, like 20 people for raids. It just depends on the day, what I'm playing, and my energy level too. Because those 3 things can affect somebody watching your stream. So if I'm like really low energy and I'm not talking too much, a lot of people will just kind of like stick around for a little bit and then go to someone else who's a lot more like energetic and talking like all the time.
Yeah.
With also like the game I'm playing, where a lot of one game I've been constantly playing is Overwatch, but a lot of people don't enjoy watching Overwatch anymore because it's just kind of the same old. And Overwatch 2 has been more of the same.
Yeah, I saw some stuff like Overwatch 2 isn't really that great.
I was gonna ask you about that actually.
I didn't play myself.
What's your full opinion on that game?
My full opinion on Overwatch. Oh, Overwatch 2. I hope cross save or cross play competitive exists. Otherwise, shit game. I want to play with people on PC and competitive. I don't care if I'm getting put on a handicap. If I want to put myself on a handicap, let me. There's plenty of PC players that just play with the controller anyways, and some do bombs, some do ass. Why can't I with my fucking Xbox account do that? Why am I only allowed to play with people on Xbox? And even if I want to go to PC to play with my PC friends, I need to upgrade my other account. I need to level up another account because there is no fucking cross save. And it's 2022 on the Borderlands 2023. Who the fuck doesn't have a cross save now for an online game? It's pathetic, Blizzard. Get your shit together. You suck.
Pretty much every game has that now.
Yeah.
Except fucking Minecraft. What the fuck? You can't transfer your shit.
I mean, do you really need like cross save for Minecraft?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I want to play.
Like if you start a build on
Minecraft
PC and
Rams?
you want to start playing, it's not the same.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to pay for that shit.
Me and Zach had this world. It was a really good world. We played a little bit of Ark and the Laylock. and I was on my way to a trip to an out-of-state trip, and I wanted to play on my phone. So I thought since my Xbox account is connected to my Microsoft account, I could just log in on my phone and it'd be fine, right? That's what I assumed you could do because I wanted to play on it for a bit. I was on my phone and I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I did. I logged into everything. I got there and my worlds were blank. I had nothing on there. And I was like really pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
So then I contacted support. I was like, this should work by default, right? Like in my head, it shouldn't work. So I contacted support. I was like, hey, why are my worlds here? And they kind of told me, hey, you're fucking retarded. They don't transfer. And I was like, why? And they were like, because we just don't have that ability right now. We'll look into it into the future. And I was like, bitches, but I mean, why? Like, why not? Why? What's the point of not having it? And a game like Overwatch, Blizzard is, how big is Blizzard again? Like what, the third biggest company? Almost in video games?
Yeah, pretty
They
much.
don't have
Except
it?
they've kind of gone. You know, they what's the word? They had a big controversy. You know, maybe they were on the borderline being bankrupt, but then Microsoft put them out the ass. And their original excuse was that we can't do cross save because we have problems with Microsoft servers and Blizzard servers connecting. Well, guess the fuck what? You're the same company now. Microsoft owns you, so you shouldn't have any problems anymore. You can't have an excuse that we can't do a thing because this other corporation when you are owned under that same corporation now. There's no excuse if they still use it.
I'm sure it's mostly the money problem, if we're being honest.
I don't see
I don't
it
think
that
they
way.
really have a money
They
problem.
literally
It's
got bought out
Microsoft.
by Microsoft now. They have Microsoft owns them. It would bring more people to play the game or play competitive if they just did that simple update. It's not hard. Just make it so I can play competitive with my PC friends, or I can do, competitive.
Is it only
on,
competitive or
like transfer
like
over my
regular
progress from competitive from Xbox to PC?
Can you play like casual Overwatch too?
Oh, of
like,
course
or
you can play
cross?
casual Overwatch and like it's crossplay there, but just not competitive.
Oh, well, that's really stupid because they literally have it then.
Yeah, exactly.
What is their excuse is just not valid at all.
Their excuse is disadvantage. You'll be at a disadvantage. People, but even though there's also an option to turn off crossplay too, so you could just make sure you limit yourself to fighting people only.
Yeah, make it an option
your
at
platform.
least.
Yeah, that's really stupid. That makes actually no sense because if they won, it's benefits to the game.
Exactly.
When people playing the game, they get more money actually because people probably buy. I don't know if there's microtransactions, obviously, right? Where you can pay for skins and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, then they get more money. Put it simply, people would just pay more to look better and competitive.
Yeah.
More people play competitive. It's literally a guaranteed. It's even if the servers do cost more money to maintain because they're crossplay or cross save, even crossplay and cross save, the benefit of the microtransactions outweighs the negative of the amount that you have to pay for the servers. So it's a win-win for most games actually. For almost all games now that have that, none that could have that option, it's a win-win. Just more people will genuinely play a game. And like Destiny, remember when they didn't have crossplay or cross save, whatever the hell? People were pissed because obviously Destiny is like such a big game, and they wanted to play with their friends. And guess what happens when they put crossplay in? So I think it was the number was 26% increased player base.
Yeah, a bunch of
And then
people went
10%
back to the
increase in
game
profits.
and left too.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
for that
It's literally
feature.
a win-win.
Yeah.
And most companies just don't feel like doing it. I don't know why.
Who knows?
Yeah, really, who knows? And it's honestly a stupid thing.
Yeah. Nobody knows.
So we were like, okay, we were all in a really close friend group 2 years ago,
Uh-huh.
probably towards 2021.
Uh-huh.
Just for context, I met Zach on a game called Sea of Thieves
Mm-hmm.
on a LFG, and I had joined it with my in-person friend who will remain nameless, but I joined with him on this LFG. Zach was there. He was trolling people convincing them that
I
they weren't.
hated you. I hated you so much. I thought you were so annoying when I first met you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I liked your friend a lot more. I thought I was gonna become closer with him, and like,
Yeah.
It's funny how it works, huh?
yeah.
Mhm. So Zach was trolling. He was pretending to not be a pirate legend, but to have a little eye patch. Okay, he was basically trolling new players into thinking he was bad, and then he'll like at the very end be like, "Oh, guess what? I was a pirate legend, and you guys all suck dick," and leave. So, I joined, and he was doing the same thing, and I was convinced. I was convinced that he was like a pretty shit player until the very end. He did not like me. He fucking resented me a lot. I can tell. He wasn't talking to me. He was talking more to my friend.
You were also a squeaker,
Giant.
like hard, big time squeaker.
Yeah, it happens.
I know.
Hey, you were too when you met Arkin, so it's okay.
I was like
Yeah, anyways.
12 when I met Arkin.
Oh,
Oh my god. It was a
That's
long
bad.
time ago.
yeah. So at the very end of the day, I didn't like Zach, and he didn't like me. But then the next day, I got on with my friend, my in-person friend, and he was like, "Hey, let's invite the guy who was on the LFG." And I was like, "No, I don't really want to." My friend was like, "No, let's just do it. Let's do it." And I was like, "Nope, I don't like that guy. He's annoying. He fucking doesn't like me. You can just tell him. Like, I don't want to deal with him." And my friend was like, "Okay." Then we went to invite him, and I was like, "Great." And then for some reason, we were playing Sea of Thieves again, and my friend went to go do something, and he came back. When he came back, he said, "Oh, I think you messaged him." Because he got a message from someone, and he was like, "Oh, the guy messaged me, let me invite him back." And I was like, "No, don't invite him back, please. I really did not like you." And and you joined, and then from there, it was like a mini little friend group for a while. We all three of us kind of were together.
Yeah, then your
Like,
other
maybe
friend
2
just kind of
months.
like floated away after a while. Not even after a while. It was
Yeah.
like pretty quick.
He started floating away, and then
He went
when
to
he started floating
Scandinavia.
away, yeah, he
Yeah.
went to Scandinavia. Zach introduced me to his friend group that he had previously, and that's where I met Vermire, and we had 2 other people, Delaylock and Arkin, for a good year until Arkin started introducing more people to the friend group. Like simp.
That's the
The
same
cringiest
person I thought
dude.
about. I hate him.
He changed his name.
Yeah, he changed it to Dylanda Flanda.
Dylanda Flanda.
I thought it was Dylan Falafel Eats. I don't even know.
Dylan Falafel.
But yeah, that's pretty much how we knew each other, and then from there we went for like 2 years until like this year, because we I don't know, we kind of stopped playing with each other after a while. Vermire went to go do his streaming.
Oh yeah, there were like months
Nah.
where we just didn't talk to each other. I didn't talk to anybody for months.
No, we had our own experience on Discord. That's different.
Yeah, that also yeah.
That's a story for another day. But no, yeah. So we didn't really talk, and then recently I came back to the friend group after a while, and I figured out that Vermire actually got really far in streaming, and he's a VTuber. And now he has 1,000 followers on Twitter now. You're like, doing really
I got
good.
1,600 on the version 1.7, and then almost
Damn.
1,000 on Twitch. So my ratio for Twitter to Twitch followers is pretty good.
Yeah, you're doing really good.
I think
compared
it's
to,
like almost what's the word? It's very good or important. I think like the best thing you want is to have like your Twitter and like Twitch ratio at least 50-50. If not like, you know, more followers on Twitch than Twitter. Because getting followers on Twitter once you start is really easy, but continuing to gain a lot of followers on Twitch over a duration of time is a lot harder.
and to keep those followers and to keep them watching.
Well, as long as they enjoy you and as long as you remain consistent, then there'll always be people coming by. And even if you have to take breaks and then you explain why, people will come back.
So it's like, if you're loyal to you, they'll come back.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty good actually. Because like, when did you want to become a VTuber? Because That surprised me completely.
Well, I
I
actually never really imagined to become a VTuber because it was just completely by accident. Because originally, like a month or two beforehand, I started just joining a whole bunch of giveaways on Twitter, and I won one where I got a $400 knife, and I sold it.
really?
Yes, I bought I bought the Lilac and Darth, like, you know, Destiny 2, like the entire thing, and that was like
All the
half the money
DLC.
gone, and the rest I don't even remember what I spent it on. But I just like I was like, yo, winning Twitter giveaways is such a great way to, like, live a long life, even though it's not. You're not gonna be able to like win multiple giveaways on Twitter, even if that was like your entire life. Even unless of course you believe NFTs are great currency and you can actually exchange it for IRL stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you fucking can't. NFTs don't know real value. No shit.
They really don't.
Yeah, NFTs are
It's depressing.
bullshit.
Unless of course you just find like a stupid millionaire or billionaire be like, hey, you want to buy my bored ape monkey for $2 million?
My bored.
That was like that was like at least 80% of giveaways in like on Twitter. It's just NFT, NFT, NFT. Here, I'm giving away this NFT, guys. Look at this JPEG. I'm giving it away. Look at this JPEG. Look. This JPEG. This holds value. I swear. It's for a giveaway. Therefore, it must hold real value. But anyway, I joined a bunch of like giveaways, like CS:GO, Rust, pretty much anything that had like an in-game value that wasn't NFTs, and I could sell it for like to get more games on Steam, or like sell it. Yeah, pretty much to sell it to get games on Steam.
Yeah.
And then eventually
And
one day,
actually
sorry, go on.
No. And I said like, it actually ended up working out.
Well, yeah, eventually I just kind of like, what's the word? I found, what's the word? I just kind of like saw a lot of stuff for these things called VTubers, and I had no idea what that was, but I just joined them anyway, ish.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really understand them, and then one day I just kind of found a Twitter post, and this person was like, hey, I'm thinking of giving away these two models, and then one of them was like a succubus, and the other one was like a pink demon cow. I'm like, hey, that pink demon cow's pretty cute, and then I just carried on, like, continuing to enter giveaways, and then like the next morning, I'm just like, I just get a Twitter DM, like, hey, what? You want that model? I'm just like, sure, why not?
And the model that I use right now is that the one that
No, the model I use right now is actually a revised version. So what happened is that I got the pink demon cow model while I was like at my Christmas vacation-ish thing. So I was like figuring out, getting everything set up. Actually I was talking to them a bit. And I was like, yo, what do I do? What is being a VTuber? What is this thing? How do I use Twitter hashtags? What software do I use? And pretty much help me out. And they had a redesign of their character, and I was just like, hey, could I have a redesign of my character too? And they gave that to me for free as well. And even though it was a V-Roid, like making a V-Roid, at least a decent one, can cost from like $100 to like $300 for V-Roids.
A V-Roid is like
V-Roid, yeah. Well, V-Roid is the software to make a 3D model. Very basic.
Have it. Huh.
So, but then you would go from working from V-Roid to Blender to then working on to another thing if you wanted to go on the 3D model route.
Oh,
Blender is basically like the end all of like 3D models, but making a model in Blender that's actually decent is up to like $1,000 for some people that sell them, that commission them, you can commission them for.
Blender is a 3D software, the free 3D software that you could use, right?
Yes, but the time and effort to make a model with that software is very strenuous, hence why it'd be $1,000 ish or somewhere around there, or even more.
Okay. Yeah, I used to use Blender a little bit. I tried to make, okay, there's this guy on YouTube called Blender Guru, who kind of like teaches you how to make a donut on Blender. So I tried, I made a donut and everything, and I was like, oh, this took 5 hours to make. This is something else. This is expensive, And then, it's not expensive, expensive on my time.
Yeah.
And I kind of I don't know. I kind of like stopped doing it because it took way too long, and I started schooling, and I just didn't have any time to do it.
Yeah.
But it genuinely takes so much time.
Yeah. So anyway, after I got like what's the word, like my Vroid and then my revised, like my rebranded like model, so which is kind of like sort of kind of what I look right now. I just came to their channel while they were streaming one day, and I gave them 100, like 10,000 bits as a thank you.
Yeah.
And
How much is that in money?
$100.
Oh,
wow.
shit.
I mean, what I got was like pretty much like way over. So I mean, it was like probably more or less. I gave him like half what like, the value of what. Yeah. I like
Okay.
what's the word? It was a gift, so I just gifted them back like half the value of what it would probably be, ish.
So that's a good thank you gift, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will very much.
And then
very happy.
from 3D, I actually won another giveaway.
Wow. How many?
For this
how many
time, I
giveaways
got
have
a
you won,
chibi
Bob?
model of me. Of my
Does that
Vroid.
mean?
So that means that like now instead of being 3D, I would be 2D. But I would like have that chibi form where you're like you have the big googly eyes, the big head, the rest of your body would be like just about the same size or smaller than your head. You know what chibi style is, right?
Like
Do you know what fumos are?
I have
No.
no
Oh,
idea.
well,
what that
okay.
is.
Literally just look up chibi, and then you'll understand what I mean. It's just the whole
Please spell it.
the whole idea is that it's supposed to be like small but cutesy. Anyway, I won a giveaway for that, and then I got introduced to the idea that when you have a 2D model, you need to find someone to rig that. And rigging
Oh,
is
like
another
actually.
process to basically make your model move around. Yeah, everyone that I encountered says that they pretty much just about hate it. But it is very good money. I was very, very lucky to find a person that like sells off their skills for very cheap just because they enjoy rigging. But it was still expensive nonetheless. It was I think it was 125 to rig my chibi. Yeah. No, it's not. But it was actually very well done for like the money's worth, because sometimes the cheaper you are for a rigger, most of the time the rougher it looks like that you'll move around and the less things that you'll be able to do. Like sometimes you can spend up to what's the word? I've seen a model that was up to $15,000. Yes, those exist, but those are like corporation models where you'd also pay for being able to commercialize it, sell it off. The corporation owns it, the model, and the model and the rigger. But it also came with a bunch of things like just like little different like expressions. And one of the other things that probably made it super expensive was the fact that they just had like Pepe in their arms, and it was just like animated too. But models can go from like like at lowest to probably around like 150, depending on who you go to. But like a pretty decent one for 150 up to 15,000. And the average like what's the word, graded, like some of the biggest VTubers, their models usually cost around like $2,000 up to $8,000 if you're just an indie VTuber that's not attached to any corporation.
Oh, so what are you? You're not attached to any corporation, obviously.
No, I'm not. So I'm actually an indie VTuber, so I pretty much don't have to worry about paying for like a lot of commercial licensing. I don't have to pay like more because of because I'm working with the corporation tax. It's just more expensive if you are working with a corporation because you have their funding, and the people that work on it know it. They're just like, hey, you're attached to these rich people. I'm gonna charge more even if this other person is better than me because I'm basically made to work on this, and I'm licensed by this. I'm trusted by your corporation too.
What are the
Yeah.
benefits of having a corporation like attached?
Well, the
to you?
benefits of being a corporate VTuber is that you're definitely marketed way more. Like, so like Hololive and V Shoujo are some of the two biggest like American brands. Well, they're not. Well, I mean, they have like American VTubers in there, or English VTubers to put it to say. So basically those two big brands. Wait, what was the question?
What are the
The
benefits of having a corporation?
Yeah, all right. The benefits is just that you're marketed way more. You
Yeah,
you
like
advert it out way more. A lot of like you basically when you even if it's your first time starting out, because you're attached to that corporation, your first stream as a VTuber will probably be around like 500 viewers. You'll just
wow.
become like
oof.
instantly famous, but for the most part, you kind of already need a background, whether it be in acting or streaming, to become attached to a corporation or have a corporation invite you to join you.
Have you ever thought about joining a corporation or
Ah, no,
trying?
I'm not interested.
Hmm.
If the
So they can obviously control you, right? And that's why.
Yeah, the problem is that being a corporate VTuber is that you have all your actions pretty much controlled, excluding like what's the word? The times where you get um like family emergencies. Having your own family stuff to attend to, of course, always comes first. But otherwise, anything attached to your model, you need to have the corporations like. Yes, you need to have them be like, okay, you can do this, you can stream here, you can do this. Then you don't really have that personal freedom to do what you want when you want. You always have to like ask them first, for the most part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I see what you mean. That's not good, obviously.
Well, I
You wanna
mean,
have
if
your
you're
own.
okay with like removing a lot of your freedom like that, then that's perfect. Then that's fine. If you are okay with not having as much freedom, but you'll definitely make a lot of money. You'll definitely become like internet famous very quickly.
Yeah.
Uh,
But like selling your freedom.
I mean, it would just be the freedom attached to your model and the time you spend, because they would also organize, collabs you would do with other people, like other
Yeah,
people you
like
play
they'd
with.
force you to work at certain times.
Yeah.
Like make you stream a certain amount and do shit like that.
That would. I don't know, man. That's iffy because okay, more money, but you sell out.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if
You
that's
sell
you're
out
that's
your.
that's that's how it goes with any corporation and into anything. It's like, yeah, you got this now, but you're also kind of like sort of selling out ish.
Hmm. If a are all corporations like that, or just certain types of corporations, like the bigger ones?
Not all. I mean, I guess I'm painting them more in the negative light than they really are. They're not. Most of them are
Yeah.
pretty like lenient.
Okay.
They
So
they
if
don't
like.
completely control you, but like, what's the word? If you still have to like do a lot of things with their permission before you do anything. They're just gonna be mildly irritated if you do something without their thing more than anything.
Mildly irritated.
In some cases they'll just be like, yeah, you know what, uh you broke the agreement that you signed up for, so you're just pretty much fired. It's the
Oh,
worst that
okay.
they'll do. They won't really, unless of course you fight back. But they'll just be like, yeah, you did a thing that you weren't supposed to do ever. Yeah, you're
yeah,
just
like you
fired.
just have to listen to them basically.
That's it's iffy. I don't know. Selling yourself out a little weird, but then more money.
Well,
Yeah,
Shy
like if you're
Lily and Iron Mouse are the two biggest VTubers that exist. Ish.
Mm-hmm. Are they corporation YouTubers?
Yes.
VTubers or?
But Iron Mouse actually enjoys what she does because, what's the word? She gets, despite this, she has like a lot of limiting factors because she has like a lot of breathing problems. I don't remember what she has, but for a lot of her life, she had to be on a ventilator
oh wow.
to breathe. She wouldn't be able to go outside much. But I think it's V Shoujo that she works with. They're just very lenient with like what she can just pretty much almost do anything ish
Yeah.
with like
So
stream.
she's good now though, right?
Well, no, actually, she still suffers from those problems, but with like the funding that she got from being a VTuber becoming corporate, she definitely has. They're a lot more manageable.
Hmm. So they're so like let's say I know she's in a corporation obviously. So let's say she has a health problem again.
Yes,
A corporation will like she's obviously really big, so a corporation can't lose
the
her unless a corporation
corporation
would
will
lose
give her
money.
some leniency, up
Yeah.
until the point where it becomes, just like it's no longer like she's no longer profiting. She's no longer profiting, but she is like the most profitable VTuber out there because she has the highest amount of subscribers on Twitch. Period. Yeah, so I mean, she would have to do something really, really bad for them to be like, yeah, we can't have you anymore. You're gone.
Oof.
Because she does
So
hold the highest amount of subs on Twitch as of now. Go on.
actually has the highest amount of subs, not even in like XQC or.
Nope, higher. Because she did a subathon, and the way her subathon, do you know how subathons work?
Yeah, I know how Subathon
So
works.
yeah, the way her subathon worked, because she did that, she got a huge influx of subs, making it like, her like have an absolute insane amount.
Like I know who did a Subathon. Like Ludwig did a huge Subathon. And he got millions. Like I don't even know how much money he got. It was a stupid amount of money.
Ludwig could
He
retire
actually
right
got.
now and still like live his lifestyle as is and pretty much be fine.
Yeah, he's so fucking rich. Yeah, but anyways, so you obviously know people in the industry, like the VTuber. Like, how far are you into this?
I'd
Like,
say I pretty
group?
much have like gained a lot of connections now with VTubers and a lot of people to where I am able to help out a lot of other people when they first start out or lead them into the directions of my friends to help them out.
Okay, I see what you mean. So, like, essentially, like, if someone came to you right now and was like, "Hey, I need to talk to this person who you probably know," you could
Or
put
like
them in that
it'd be
direction.
like, hey, I'm looking for someone that's really good at rigging but doesn't offer a great price. I'd go to my one of my friends named Wetmill, and I'd be like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
she's super good. She's super cheap. She's good. I like her. Or like another person that's like looking for a model but wants a very unique taste, like go to this person named Karuka Luo. Because those are the people that I have. Because Karuka Luo actually made my full body that I have not debuted with yet. It's being
Okay.
debuted on the 9th, September 2nd.
Ooh.
Oh, on the 9th. Okay, remember that.
September
The
2nd. September
September
2nd.
2nd. September 2nd. Hmm.
So basically, I would just go ahead and be like, hey, these people are good at what they do. Or if you can't afford them, I know cheaper people, and I'd give them that too. Basically, I just have like a bunch of people I know of, and they're what they
Yeah.
can do, and I will just like lead people into the direction.
That's nice. You
Pretty
should
good.
have them, like, if they get a viewer base, you should, like, do collabs with them to help boost your own viewer base with them.
Well, my friend Wetmilk, she's kind of like on a bit of a hiatus because she moved. But we're friends. Same with Kuruka Luo. Same, basically everybody that I interact with now, I'm friends with, and I don't really view it as, hey, I'll be friends with you. Give me, I'm friends with you. I'm entitled to for you. Give me your viewers. I need more people to watch
Yeah,
me.
but,
You're not
like,
in
you
it
guys could
for.
work together.
No, I'm just like, hey, I like you. We're friends. We're cool. And if people want, if you have viewers that want to watch me and they like me, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
But everyone has, their own viewer base and their own people that they like to watch
Yeah.
more than other people. So,
So, pretty much you're Indian. Like you're in the industry. Like you know. Obviously,
yes,
like if
I know a
you
lot.
like right now, if you could you go to like the top YouTubers and DM them and they'd answer you in like less than a few hours?
No, maybe not the top. Maybe some of the more famous people because I'm actually friends with this one who's named Katz. She's pretty cool. She's okay. She has like 18,000 followers on Twitter, but if I DM'd her right now and I like asked her some questions or be like, hey, I'm looking for people to commission, she'd probably answer me. Or if I was like, hey, I want to collab and just play with you, she would probably like answer me and actually say yes because we kind of talk. We used to talk a lot more, but I still interact with her tweets now, even though I don't like go into her Discord server and like talk with her there that much. Or Mummy Mortem, or Rose. Who else? I know I have a few amount of people. Let's see, well, I count Whimsies. Whimsy's cool. We got Vivi, we got Moxie, we have Lizabelle, Mara Mizaru. RJ, Hanode, Lost at Sea. I know Flesh. Fleshy's pretty cool. I don't know if I'd say with Fred, but we're just acquaintances more than anything.
Well, it's good that you.
But most of those people, I'm actually kind of friends with, and I do kind of talk with them, even if it's through them tweeting, and I just comment under tweet.
Well, that's good that you have those connections, because how Zach said earlier, you can, in the future, when you get even bigger, collabs or even if you.
Collabs are the way to grow.
You get other people's.
But it all depends on your style too, because sometimes a lot of people will, initially follow you, but if they don't really like your style, your humor, they won't come around to your streams, but they'll still follow you. Maybe if there's no one else on, they'll come around and say hello. Or if they're like, hey, I haven't talked to this person in a while, they're cool, and then they come around.
Then you should try to collab with people that are like similar personality as you, or play the similar games, so that their viewers that already know that they like that person will like you. That they will, at least more of them will like you.
The biggest problem with that is that a lot of VTubers are actually very shy, and sort of kind of same with me, where it's like, when you talk, before stream or off stream, it's completely different than on stream too. But a lot of them are just super duper shy, and they don't really with collabing. It's the whole premise of it is that you two are playing to have fun more than anything. But if you're new to each other and you haven't talked to each other much, and you just were like, hey, let's collab, it's gonna be kind of awkward. Because you may not have looked into them too much. You might not understand their style. Some people are very quiet during their streams. Some people are very eccentric or talkative, like on mine. Some people in the middle. But it's when you do a collab, the hardest thing to do is to be good to keeping up with chat. But also making sure you're talking to your collab partner too and asking them things, or doing funny
Do you think
bits
some people are a natural at it? They can multitask all that much, or do you think it takes practice?
Well, yeah, most definitely. There are people that are really good at it, that are what's the word work. Some people, the way they do it is that some people, the way they have it set up is that they either talk to chat most of the time, or they talk to their collab partner most of the time.
I know that.
It's hard to maintain a good idea between.
I know
both,
that most big streamers usually
without your style
stay on their collab partner. I know XQC, Tintab, man. I know if I watch your streams, they're mostly going to be focused on the people they're playing with in chat, and they only really reach chat if they get donations, or they have, or if they're on YouTube, then super chat.
When you become that big too, chat just becomes a hive mind, and they all say the same exact thing. So it's hard. There's almost no reason to read out every single person's thing and what they're typing.
Do you have
When you're smaller, you definitely have a lot more people that don't have their own style of thinking and write out their own thoughts, and you just kind of interact and talk.
Do you have any would you like to call out a certain viewer right now? Who's your most loyal viewer you have that that you see every time?
My most loyal my most loyal viewer. Definitely, the Jaeger Wolf. Yes, the Jaeger Wolf. When I first became a VTuber, I played for Honor. He saw my streams. He's like, "Hey, you're pretty chill," because a lot of VTubers, I don't really vibe with them. But you're pretty puggers. And then he just kind of stuck around since then. Another person might be Smile1G, but actually, some of the biggest people that kind of watch me and hang around with me now more than anything are actually the person that made me become a VTuber in the first place. They hang out they are who I hang out with now, who is Nemu Pup, Silva Neko, Luma, Nemu Pup's boyfriend, and also my model mother, Karuka. Now we've been hanging out a bit.
Well, you got pretty big, man. Yeah. I remember years ago we were. Yeah. I'm not gonna be I was shitting on you because I didn't think you'd get that big. Everyone did, actually.
I know.
Yeah, everyone, definitely.
Hey, but I do enjoy the hustle, because I remember that we would tell you how... because you would take breaks from streaming for a little bit, maybe like 2 weeks, maybe like a week-ish.
I would take breaks because I would just be like, what's the point? I don't.
Like, what's the point if no one comes to watch it?
No one's
Yeah.
watching me.
I know what you mean. But we would tell you
Not to mention.
Yeah, we
you
didn't
guys
help.
wanted
We were
help.
really.
Nobody was really supportive.
You
Yeah.
were wankers.
No, we. Well, I had a feeling you would get big, but I didn't think it'd be like now. I thought you would get big once you. I don't know, what was the word for it? When you expand it out, like if you. How can I explain it? Because I thought that. Yeah.
people?
I don't think you could get big with us.
Well, actually,
yeah,
that's
I
pretty
know.
much what I did.
Yeah, and you kind
More
of
than
took off.
But you just didn't think I would.
Yeah, I
it's
didn't
so
think that
soft.
you'd leave the friend group.
Well, I hung out with the Lilac and Arkin for over 5 years, and to be honest, I kind of just like I was just around because nobody else was around.
Yeah.
More
So
than
like nobody
anything.
else had the motivation to do what you had to do. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So you need to surround yourself with people who had the motivation.
You always want to surround yourself with people who are encouraging. Like, they are encouraging you, but also trying to look out for
Yeah.
your health
Yeah.
as well.
People who are actually
good.
supportive
Actually, really good
and
life advice.
friendly.
People that want to actually, have you succeed your dreams. But also people that are like, hey, you know what, maybe you gotta take a break, because, your
Yeah.
dog just died. Maybe you shouldn't push yourself more to stream because that reason. Maybe you should just
Yeah,
hang out.
you
and chill.
deserve a break too.
Yeah, you do. And you're doing like right now. You stream every day at 6, right? I think, or you end stream at 6.
I am on a break right now because literally, like I
Yeah.
put my dog down
Yeah, I see.
yesterday.
I know what you mean.
And yeah, so I'm not feeling like I'm not feeling it, other than the fact that I'm just feeling tired
Yeah.
all the time now. Like what's the word? It was like Tuesday he really hurt himself. Wednesday, I was just kind of like feeling super bad because I had an idea. I had a feeling it was
Yeah.
gonna go like that. Thursday and Friday I was like beginning to feel super tired all the time. Then yesterday I just wanted nothing to do with the sleep all day. But I just stood up anyway. Now I'm still really tired right now, but I'm just kind of like it's not really you're tired. It's like the mental
Okay,
fatigue,
I see what you mean.
like sad. Like
Do you
know,
take
like
regular
depressed.
breaks, or do you just like stream constantly?
Well, I streamed every day for
Ooh.
6 months up until last week, where my friends were like, your voice
Yeah.
was running out, like near the end, and I could tell you should take like at least one break a week. I was just like, how about one break a month? They're like, no.
Yeah, you gotta take
good, that's
breaks.
good.
You can't just overwork yourself. You're gonna burn out.
I like to stream every day. I like to, you know what? I like to be rice gum, but actually be rice gum. Or, I mean, I like to be rice gum, but not be
dig.
rice gum. You dig?
Well, I mean,
Daily videos every day. Never. Last uploaded video 1 week ago.
well, taking daily, you need to take breaks, man. Like,
Yeah, you
obviously your
should
friends tell
definitely
me that,
like
and
at least take the weekend off like regularly. Obviously. Oh yeah,
No,
now
I'm
that
taking
you're
a
how long's
break
this break
now.
gonna last?
past, you should definitely take like a 2-week break, like minimum.
I miss them. I miss chat.
I mean,
I
if-
miss talking to chat.
if
I
it
miss
helps
like
you.
playing games and like doing on stream and talking to everyone there.
Well, to go back to it, everyone burns out at some point, and
Well, of course, everyone experiences
Yeah.
creative burnout. Everyone does.
so I'll use this term like to describe what happened. But you burned out of our friend group, right? And you went on to go, obviously make.
Well, I was burned out of the friend group long ago, but I just didn't really see an escape. So I was just kind of like stuck in there to forever be like, kind of like I want to leave, but
Yeah.
I can't go. I have nowhere to go to.
Well, me and Zach kind of just
Yeah, we just kind of went off on
Dipped.
our own, did whatever.
and
Yeah.
I don't know. We had fun times too. We weren't all like. I mean, I think in the very end we all kind of resented each other.
Yeah,
'cause, like,
everybody
for so long.
argued like all the time.
Yeah, apparently, everybody thinks that, like, I was the core foundation to keeping everyone together. I'm just like, how am I the one keeping everyone together?
Well,
I mean, you.
What do
okay.
I do?
In general, I
What
wouldn't
if
join the party if it wasn't you in the party at least. Because
most
if I joined the
people just
party
like
and there
Really?
was. Yeah, because if I join the party and if there's
Oh.
Arkin and Delaylock and I join, I know
I
they're
would
arguing.
never do. If it's just Arkin and Delay Lock, they will. I'm not joining that. No.
Yeah, they would argue and argue and
Yeah, that's
argue. And it
all
wouldn't be
they
fun,
do.
but if you were there, yes, literally.
When I was there, they would argue, and I would just
And then
laugh
they'd
at
like
them
realize how
arguing.
dumb they sound and stop.
Yeah, it was such a bad time.
Especially
It was
on
really
For
our
Honor.
friend group. Oh no, don't even. Our friend group peaked around like late 20.
I'd say 2019.
No, I'm talking about now. I was speaking about when I was in it. I don't know about before. I wasn't there before.
We were a lot more. They were all a lot
you
more
know, you
stable.
weren't. I feel like you were around a lot.
I
longer
know,
than
what
you
the
say
hell? I
you
think
were.
about that all the time. I feel like I was there for like 5 years, but I wasn't.
Yeah.
I thought you weren't there for like, I thought you were there for like since 2018.
It feels
Feels
like
like
it,
it's
but-
been longer, but he's only been here since the pandemic.
Yeah, I met Zach in the pandemic, so it's crazy.
Zam.
But it feels like, because no, we got so close to each other, like literally, we were playing every day. It felt like we all got so personally close because we played every day during the pandemic that it felt like 8 years instead of a year.
Uh-huh.
And we all kind of burned out of each other at some point, which I kind of regret because I did love it. Like late 2020, no, not 2020. Yeah, like about late 2020 was our peak. Well, my peak when I was in the friend group at least. I don't know about you guys, but it was so fun. We would get on every day, play For Honor, even Minecraft. No one really hated each other. I mean, we all kind of hated each other, like deep down.
A little bit.
Some part of each other.
Especially
we
on
hated.
For Honor. That would bring out the worst in
Mhm.
everybody, especially Arkin.
I liked everybody, but everybody hated my
Because you
playstyle.
played every
You were
character.
toxic.
That's how. I can't help that's how I have fun in video games. But my bad. I'm sorry that I like to ledge people. My bad. I like to dig immaculate cave systems of
The cave
Minecraft.
systems.
That is, I like how you play Minecraft, though. I think everybody likes how you play Minecraft. You get the most shit.
You would. You progress so much
You
further
just
than
dedicate
everybody.
yourself to fucking one thing, like making a huge cave system or deforesting the entire fucking map.
Yes. I would try and do both, but then it'd be hard to do both because every time I would come up from the cave, it'd be nighttime, so I'd be like, well, just grab some sticks from the chest and make more pickaxes and go back
Yeah,
down.
that's crazy. We were so close. What the fuck happened? I know for a certain fact, and I don't care if Delay like ever watches or hear this. It was his fucking fault we all broke up. Because if it wasn't for him being a little bitch every day when we play, we would still be fucking together. But we all kind of resent each other because of him. He caused all this shit to happen. And finally, when we all broke up and we all went our own separate ways, with Arkin going to Simp and playing Warframe, when you went to go do V2, and me and Zach kind of just broke off on our own, and now we're playing Roblox. Like, what the fuck?
Like, what are we even doing? I know.
Yeah.
We went across like every Star Wars game known, and then to Roblox. Like,
We went everywhere. I mean, me and Zach were always I was always close with Zach in the friend group. If I had to like pick someone to go with, I would go with Zach.
except for that one point
But-
in the Discord era.
Oh no, we'll talk about that in a different episode.
Yeah, there's got to be a whole episode
We'll just-
dedicated to that.
We'll dedicate a whole episode to that. But yeah, fuck, that was a bad time.
It was terrible.
But yeah,
Yeah, it's funny. I took a screenshot of that
Well,
that one time.
Which time? There's so many
know,
times.
Oh, you
no
you
wait,
know.
wait,
Nah. The time where you at me multiple times. Let's just put it like that. And I showed it to my new friends. I said, yeah, this is my old friend group. This is like a good summation of
Discord?
how they were.
Discord?
Yes, on Discord. There was a time where you at me, like, you added me like 100
remember
times.
that.
Because I wouldn't respond.
yeah, because you were always on your computer, but you just wouldn't look at Discord.
No, the one time that happened, I was actually like either asleep or I wasn't anywhere on Discord. Like I didn't have my phone, but I just
How
left my
you didn't use your
computer
phone?
on. Well, I have it on my
Mm.
phone now.
No, that was a fun time. But
I don't know if it was even fun, dog. I think Discord did like the worst damage
Discord
to
did
my
bad
mental
things
health.
to us.
You know what? I can show you the screenshot I'm talking about.
Yeah,
if
show
you
it to me so I
really
can put it
want.
on the video when you say it. So it'll be-
I don't think you want to
Oh, is
put
it?
this
Oh,
on the
is it one of
video.
those?
Trust me. Yeah,
Just put it in-
you don't. You don't wanna for
Okay.
you.
Well, anyways,
But I'm gonna
I wanna
show it
see
to you
that, too.
anyway. Don't worry, don't
well,
worry. I think as soon as I show it, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Here it is. I found it.
God. Well, anyways,
Hold
while you
on.
send me that, let's wrap this up.
Let's mark that as a spoiler just for y'all. Yeah, you remember this?
Oh my god.
Oh, this era.
That was Delaylock, wasn't it?
No, that was you, Oxy. That,
that
was
was me.
you.
That was
The
me.
pain, the agony, the resentment of your
God.
Yeah, that
past
was
self.
me. I don't
Oh,
wanna-
I can
don't
hear
wanna
that
talk
in your
about
voice. Don't mind the fact I'm watching my friend make a model in the
Okay, I
top
don't
right
want
corner.
to even talk about that. That was a bad time. Yeah, but anyways, let's just wrap this up. Oh my god.
I almost spit my water on my PC.
It was 4
can't put
pages,
that-
Oxy. You sent me 4 pages
I
worth
can't.
of that. I had to scroll
Everybody
down like
read it.
4 times. It was.
I can't put that. Oh my god. I won't even talk about that. That's so bad. Okay, let's just move on for that, please. Anyways, let's wrap this up. This was Lord Vermire and me and Zach.
Yeah, you should follow me on twitch.tv/Lord.
You should follow our YouTube at A Common Crisis Podcast. And thank you, Vermire, for coming on. It was nice to talk to you again.
Goodbye.
Pretty fun.
It was nice talking to you too. You're more than welcome
Oh,
to
I
say
do-
hello
I
on
do
my
sometimes.
streams.
Everybody
Just
should go
talk
check
chat.
out.
I try and say hello. I try and keep up to date with
Everybody should-
chat.
I come on sometimes.
I know, I see.
I'll come on more. But
Good.
this was
Good
a
dog.
Common Crisis Podcast. Zach, do you want to say anything else? Is that it?
Just goodbye.
Alright, goodbye. You,
Anime titties.
see you in the next episode. Adios.